Let's see, that should be right. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's see. What are we doing? What are we doing, guys? Let me just open the right thing. Okay, dev coaches, thank you so much again for everything that you do. I absolutely love having you on our staff. I did the math, and the dev coaches make up about 10 out of the 16 coaches that we have at COM. Like, that's a huge chunk, and you are extremely important to the whole team. And when I say the whole team, like, you're important, I mean, like, this team doesn't grow or get better without people like you teaching our kids at the lowest level how to love the sport, teaching those parents how to be a swim parent. So I just want to say you are super, super important to what we do here at COM, and we will never send a kid to the Olympics without dev coaches like you guys teaching them how to love the sport at 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever it is, right? So that being said, a really important factor in getting to know your athletes and that sort of thing is being on deck sooner. I know some of you sometimes hang out in the office till about a couple minutes before your practice starts, but 5-10 minutes before, I want to see you out on the pool deck hanging out with your team, whether that's just sitting and talking. Like I said, the number one goal for our team is excellent communication, and that doesn't mean sending good emails or sending good reminders. That means that the communication between you and your athletes is excellent, and the communication between you and your parents is excellent. When you're on the pool deck hanging out with your swimmers, the parents see that. They see that, they notice that, they say, wow, this coach enjoys being around my swimmers. And if you're walking out 1 minute before practice starts, like, there's not enough time to talk to them, because as soon as you walk out, you're like, all right, let's do this, let's do this, let's do that, right? So you miss that opportunity. You miss that chance for the swimmers to come up to you and say, hey coach, today I got an A on my test at school, right? And those moments are so, so important. Again, they're going to remember those conversations with you more than they're going to remember 6-kick switch that they learned with you on Tuesday. And there, of course, there's some kids who get super nerdy about the skills. But all that being said, something I'm doing with my dev group is I told them if they get there early, they can play in the leisure pool for about 10 minutes before practice starts. So I have like almost 10 kids showing up early, and it's either me or Reese or Chloe that's there, and we're hanging out and talking to them. Some I've even got to work on a few skills before practice started in the water, like just that little extra attention. And I'm trying to build it up so that, like, I want my swimmers looking forward to going to practice, and I just think that's a huge deal. So that being said, I want you to be thoughtful about what are you doing to get to know your swimmers better. Somebody like Julia, right? Julia, you coach 3 different dev groups. You're an assistant at the dolphin level. You're an assistant at the senior level. Like, you got a lot going on. So, like, your emotional bandwidth is huge. Like, it's going to be really hard for you. Some of you guys, you only coach 1 dev group. So there's no reason why you don't know what's going on in those 15, 20 kids' lives. I'm not saying you gotta sit down and have dinner with them or whatever, but if you do, that's awesome. But take the time to get to know your swimmers and let them know that you care about them. They just want to know that you care. That's such a huge part. Swimathon is this week. If you're a Tuesday, Thursday group, you're going on Thursday. If you're a Monday, Wednesday group, you're going on Wednesday during practice. Sarah Maurer, you're going to be on Wednesday. So just make sure you're talking to the kids about that. Again, they're going to swim for the entire time, so many laps they can do. It's up to you what you want to do within that. You can have them just swim and say, all right, let's see how many you can do. Or you can create some sort of a challenge. I know Coach Sarah with her splashers, you're going to do these things called alligators. I think that's what they're called, and you're going to see how many they can do. You could create a little hat with things to do inside of it, and they're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to try that. Right? Make it a little more fun. Like, you have an opportunity. Or you can get those sticker boards out and you can say, all right, let's see what skills you can do in this amount of time, right? So there's that. Make it a big deal. You have parents on the pool deck. Talk to the parents. Get to know them. Let them get to know you. It's a great opportunity. Parents don't get to hang out with us that often, but we love our swim parents. Swim parents are, I would arguably say, like, they're the reason why we exist. Because the swim parents are a customer. They pay for their kids swimming. If they don't enjoy what they're swimming, the swim parents are gone. So it's a great opportunity for you to get to know them. And lastly, send an email reminder out this week, today or tomorrow, saying this Friday is the deadline to decline. We should have done it this Friday, but I forgot. And like half the coaching staff is sick, so like we were just held together with duct tape this past week. So that being said, let's go into the weekly plans. It's pretty simple, right? Because half the week is swimathon. But for Dev 1s, you're going to be doing 6 kick switch backstroke. A big thing is rotating that hip and shoulder, hip and shoulder, hip and shoulder. Whenever they're doing 6 kick switch on top of the water, when they get to the flags, tell them to do their magic number. You can make a single 25 like a 3-peat of skills. Correct push off in a streamline, 6 kick switch, magic number on the finish. That's awesome, right? I think magic number is one of the skills. I can't remember off the top of my head. But if they do it on all of them, why not get a sticker? By the way, the stickers are going really well for my group. I hope they're going great for your group also. The habit is still listen. So ask them, did you hear what's going on? Give them a 2-minute speech about why listening is important. Again, I believe character over everything. And if your swimmer leaves your group knowing how to listen better than they know how to, do whatever skill, I think you've done a good job. And I think that goes further in life, right? We do more than coach swimming. Take attendance. You guys are doing a great job with that. I check in once or twice a week, and I'll send you guys a message to take attendance. But thank you so much for that. And email and send a message to any families that you see are not there if you don't know why they're there. As always, working on those little things, great push-offs, reading the clock, doing an interval. The speed of the workout matters, okay? The workout should not rely on you saying ready, go. Splash might be a little different, but that's okay, right? Do what works best for your group. There is no one way to do any of this. Okay, and then Dev 2, let me pull it up. Give me a second. You're going to review flip turns after the warm-up. Coach Nolan's doing these really cool like heel side flips or basically they're just basically somersaults on top of the water where you end up in a streamline. So you could have your kids lay flat and you blow the whistle, or they do it on their own, or you say go and they flip and then they end up flat on their back in a streamline. And it's just teaching them how to manipulate their body so they can tuck and roll and end up in a streamline. I wouldn't worry too much about the foot flick or heel slide. But the big thing is tuck your chin, get your heels to your bottom and tuck it, get into a tight ball to flip. And then you're gonna work fly breath timing. So there's acceleration drill, right? You do the demo. So acceleration drill is where you're right here and you're having a dolphin kick, or you're just laying flat and you pull breathe at the same time. And as your hands go past your hips, you slam your face into the water. We want to see their hips coming up. And then we just let them bring their hands up forward and then do it again. That drill's a little difficult sometimes, but I did have some success with doing first stroke fly off the wall, or 2 strokes fly, because as soon as they come up off that push off, the first thing they want to do is breathe. So it's teaching that breath right at the beginning, right? As always, you can watch videos, try different things. If this week's a butterfly, next week's going to be breaststroke. So here's your chance to really work on some of those stroke skills. And then we're going to be doing starts. We want to see starts in a streamline. Remember, if they go off the block in a streamline, they will get a sticker. Do not give out a sticker for bad streamlines off the blocks. Please do not reward not a full skill, okay? That's going to give a false impression to the kid that they're doing really good when they're really not. And that's really it, guys. Like I said, the deadline for this week. Thank you so much for everything you guys are doing. I love you guys. After this, I actually made a video for how to send an email to your group. It's like a whole screened video of what my email looks like. I sent out the email in the video. So check that out. You guys have a good day. Okay, coaches, so we're just going to walk through this real quick, and this is just sending an email to your group, right? So just in case you're still having trouble, you would go to the website. I would click this button in the right-hand corner, back office, And this is so everybody who is committed to the meet, because we're talking about sending an email to those who need to decline. And I'd go over here, events and competition, team events. I'm already here. Halloween mini pre, edit commitment. I'm going to go to committed athletes. And I'm going to adjust the roster group to my group. I know there's a lot of craziness here. These are like past groups. I don't know why they don't delete. But anyways, so mine is Dev 1 10 and under, Tuesday, Thursday, 4:15. I'm going to hit search. So this is my group. I got 19 kids here. This swimmer, I know she's about to drop and she's not going to compete. So like I'm just going to decline her already. I've already talked to her mom. So I'm going to select all, hit email, decline the mini pre parents. This Friday is the last day to decline the mini pre next week. Please decline the meet if you are not planning on attending. Otherwise, you will still get billed for the meet. Let me know if you let me know if you have any questions. I hope everyone is ready to race. Mike Anzano, CUM Aquatics. And that's it. Boom. And then I'm going to hit email now. I just sent that to all my families, just like that. And if I can do it, so can you. Thanks, guys.